AMC might go crazy on Monday. Now, I do think so, but this is not a video to get your guys' expectations up by any means necessary. Anything can happen, especially in the stock market and in such a manipulated stock like AMC. But I do think Monday will be a great day due to these catalysts that we're going to talk about in this video. And this is something that is very important to go over. So let's get into it. Hit that like button for me if you like the video, as well as consider subscribing to the channel for more AMC videos just like this one. Now, obviously, we are in this trajectory, right? We had this low at $38. We bounced back up to almost $50, chilled out at about $46. So we are currently looking for the next leg up. And I do think it is going to be because of this. Now, Black Widow soars to 40 million Friday box office debut. That was in one day. They did almost $40 million in one day, 39.5 million to be exact. That is a huge number, and this will be a big fundamental catalyst to send AMC share price up higher. Now, why do I say this? Because obviously AMC is a technical trade, but the better the fundamental case does get for AMC, the overall better the short squeeze will be, because you got to look at it as some investors that aren't just buying this for the short squeeze. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but some people are going to say, hey, there's a lot more potential reward than potential risk if the fundamental valuation of AMC was at, let's say, $20 or $30, depending how long you plan to hold this. If it was valued at those prices, you have a lot less to potentially risk on the downside. So I do think that's going to be a huge incentive. Like I said, the better the fundamental case does get for AMC, the more people will want to invest in this for the short squeeze and on a fundamental basis. But let's get into this more. And the thing that I really want to point out is not just this 40 million for Friday number, is the differences between other movies and their first Friday's numbers, because this is absolutely incredible. This is about 10x higher than even Fast and Furious the 9th edition. So definitely have to go over this, and this is for sure, I think, going to have a positive impact on the stock. But we also have to talk about the UFC fight that is debuting in theaters tonight. Now, it says, the long-awaited Black Widow film, Marvel's first release in theaters since the coronavirus pandemic, is officially topping the box office charts. The Scarlett Johansson-led action flick pulled in $39.5 million on Friday, putting it at a projected start of $89 million for its first 3 days. The highly anticipated film leads the first high-grossing weekend box office since the start of the pandemic, with all films projected to make a total of over $100 million. Black Widow has already broken the record for the biggest opening night since the beginning of the pandemic, with Thursday night midnight screenings bringing in $13.2 million. Clearly, Disney and Marvel's decision to release film both in theaters and on Disney Plus for a $30 access price, rivaling that of theater tickets, has not affected the film's performance, with fans finally eager to see Natasha Romanoff get her long-deserved starring role. The strong box office results from this week is the biggest sign that moviegoing is getting back to a sense of normality, at least for now. Even as a pseudo prequel, seeing a Marvel movie back at the #1 spot in the box office feels like old times. More impressive yet is that other recent theater-only blockbuster releases continue to perform strongly, like A Quiet Place Part 2, which still is making top box office numbers in its 7th weekend, and F9, the Fast Saga, whose record for its highest pandemic opening Black Widow is slated to beat. Now, what I really want to point out to you guys, what is so incredible and I think will have the biggest impact to AMC's share price, and the UFC fight is important as well, but is the actual numbers for the first Friday, for the first day of the weekend. These numbers are stupid good. You couldn't ask for better numbers given the state of everything that is still going on right now. For the #1 spot, obviously, Black Widow, $39.5 million for Friday, projected $89 million for the first 3-day weekend. We are seeing about 50% better numbers from Black Widow than we've seen for Fast and Furious 9 on its first day in theaters. Now, for Thursday night, the midnight screening, like we went over, had $13.2 million for Black Widow. As far as F9 for their Thursday night preview at $7.1 million. So that is almost a 50% 50% increase, as well as F9 did 70 million for its first opening weekend. Now, I couldn't find any definitive numbers about how much they did for Friday in specific. If you guys can, let me know in the comment section. But if you obviously divide that by 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, divide 70 million by 3, that comes out to $23.33 million per day. And obviously we are about 50% higher than that with Black Widow. So I think the overall fundamental case is getting a lot better here, and that will also make a lot of hedge funds and institutions more willing to take on a trade. Like I said, if AMC is justifiably valued at $20 to $30 instead of $5 to $15, they're more likely to jump in a trade because the potential downside is much less. And contrary to popular belief, we actually want hedge funds and institutions to get into this, so this becomes a ape retail investors versus everybody, but also hedge funds, long hedge funds versus short hedge funds. That is the perfect storm, what you would want to see, all of this capital flowing into AMC stock. That is why the fundamentals 100% do matter here, and that is something to keep in mind. But just going over some of the other numbers for this weekend, nothing too crazy. Fast and Furious 9 at 3.37 million for Friday, projected 10.4 million. Obviously, a lot of these projections don't take really into consideration what Black Widow is going to be doing, because they are going to get most of the traffic to AMC theaters, or just theaters in general, because this is not just an AMC thing, but AMC is the biggest movie theater chain, so they have the most to benefit from this, and they are pulling in the most revenue from these movies. And Fast and Furious Saga 9, 140.9 million in total. And obviously this is not including the international box office. That does currently stand at $405 million last time I did check. Boss Baby Family Business doing 2.8 million on Friday, projected 8.7 million, 34.7 million in total. Forever Purge, 2.27 million on Friday, projected 6.8 million, 27.5 million in total. A Quiet Place Part 2, less than a million, 970,000 Friday, projected 3.1 million, 150.8 million total. Black Widow is definitely stealing all the spotlight here, and a lot of people have been looking forward to this Marvel film for a very long time. If you're also invested in Disney like I am myself, that is a great thing to be seeing as well. Now let's talk about the whole UFC fight. Poirier, maybe I said that right, maybe I didn't. McGregor is my favorite fighter, so I wish an AMC theater was close to me where I could actually go see this. I know it's not in every single theater, but I live in Michigan and there's like no AMC theaters around me. But nevertheless, we are seeing tickets sold out. I am on AMC Burbank 16. You can go to any one of these theaters, the 95 that are playing this fight. I did this earlier in the day, so I believe the fight is going right now. You couldn't buy tickets to this. It is absolutely sold out, and this also helps the fundamental valuation. If you can start to get a lot of these hyped up events into AMC theaters and drive in that extra traffic, that is a huge thing for AMC. That is blockbuster in and of itself. Forget the movies, forget the good weekends. If you can start to get these events on a regular basis, you're gonna see some big money flow into AMC stock. Now, as we all do know, AMC makes most of its money from concession items that are very cheap to produce, and they sell them for obviously very expensive. So just the more traffic you get into theaters, and specifically obviously AMC, that is a huge thing, a huge win for AMC stock. Now, we can only project how much revenue this will bring in. I don't think it really matters, because it's a new branch into the company and more that they can monetize off of and just make more additional revenue. And this ultimately, once this is such a big success as it is, and we can clearly tell it is, but I don't believe we will get those numbers until tomorrow or even possibly Monday, we will see a lot more events opening up. That, like I said, broadens the whole horizon for AMC as a business. But something else I also want to add to this video, if you guys are not aware of this, you actually should be aware of this, that AMC has AMC On Demand, which, as we have talked about in a couple videos now, AMC On Demand it's like a movie rental place, right? You can go here, you can rent a movie. These kind of companies, movie rental subscription based companies, do have higher multiples than other stocks. So it is likely AMC's fundamental valuation is in between about $20 and $30, like I've been talking about. There's a reason I've been saying that. I think justifiably $20 to $30 is not a bad price if you are in this for the long term. Now, they have a lot of great movies on this. I want to get more data on this because we don't get data presented too often about AMC On Demand, but if we do, that could be a huge catalyst in and of itself. I'm not saying we're going to, I don't expect to, but if it does come out, that will be a major step in the right direction. Since, take a look at Netflix or any other streaming company, they have way higher multiples and are valued at way higher than other companies that are not. That is going to do it for this video. Hit that like button if you liked the video, as well as consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this, as well as let me know down below in the comment section what impact do you think this will have for AMC stock. Do you think it won't do anything? Do you agree with my evaluation of the situation that it will at least have a positive impact on AMC stock? If not, make AMC go crazy. As well as if you guys want to get free stock, check out the link down below in the description. There's a link for public, no deposit necessary, no need to link a bank account, and you get up to $70 in your choice of free stock. You can get free stock in Tesla, Beyond Meat, Amazon, Zoom. It doesn't matter. There's a ton of companies you can get free stock in, and it is literally free money. It takes about 3 minutes time, and you get your free stock immediately. As well as if you guys are not signed up with Webull, deposit $100, get 4 free stocks, each of them potentially worth up to $2,400 a piece. So those are great brokerages. Highly recommend them. As well as if you guys want to start winning on your options trades, as well as long-term investments, crypto trades, and even day trades, check out the link for the buy and sell alerts. Join a community of about 40 members strong. This source is great information all day long. Like I said, you'll be notified in real time every single time a trade is made. But that's going to conclude this video. I will see you guys in the next one.